Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to show you how to make a 3D paper squishy donut. I've always wanted to be able to make one of these. I never thought I would be able to. I couldn't think of a way to actually do it, but you know what? I think I've pulled it out of the bag. I think this actually works really well. So what you're going to need is obviously some paper. The paper that I use for my paper squishies, by the way, is the Navigator brand. So you can buy this in the 80 GSM or the 120. I like to work with the 80 for my paper squishies and the 120 for my squishy packaging. Just for reference, so the 120 comes in a yellowy orangey packet and the 80 comes in a white and green. I just buy this off Amazon, but honestly, hands down, it is the best paper for paper squishies, especially the 80 GSM one, because it crinkles so nicely once it's covered in tape, because it's not too thick, it's not too thin where it rips, and yeah, the quality of this is delightful. I always get asked what paper I use, but that's the one I use, and I always link it down in the description if you are looking for that exact paper. Anyway, to make the donut, I folded over a piece of the paper. I drew around a circle object, which was actually a mirror of mine. I then marked out the very center with the ruler and drew a circle around that. I just drew around a little paint tub actually to get that perfected. I then cut those shapes out and decorated it, so I used acrylic paint to paint my details on, just the icing and that sort of stuff. I then needed to make the side profiles of the donut, so the inner donut hole and the outer pieces. The outer pieces are just painted in the donut beigey color that I used, and then for the inside strip I painted the top bit of that to match the icing, and then the bottom in the beigey color. Then to put it all together, I just taped up the middle tube to begin with and secured that to the front and the back, so it almost created like a cotton reel, and then added one half of the outer strip to the piece by taping that together on both the top and the bottom piece of the donut. Once I had this first piece in place, I was then able to use my pillow stuffing to stuff out the shape, and then I went back in with another half of that strip. I taped it down just to the bottom side so that I still had access inside of the donut, and then filled the rest of the donut with even more pillow stuffing. I then taped it up shut, and as always I added a little face. Am I still mortified by the fact that I didn't put a face on that cheese squishy the other day? Yes, but I will make it up to you, okay? I'm going to put a face on that, and when I do a squishy collection video at the end of the month, which is very soon now, you will see it, okay? It's going to have a face on it. Anyway, back to the donut. Once I had the face on there, I then decided to cover the whole thing in tape. Just really secure the whole thing down. Any bits of exposed paper, cover them in tape just to make sure that it wasn't going to rip. Now, as I've been making paper squishies for a very, very long time, I've since discovered that the main secret to paper squishies is actually crumpling them all up. They work so much better when the paper is just a bit, I don't know what to call it, primed? Shall we call it prime? We need to prime the paper in the fact that we need to crunch it and twist it and squish it all around and just get it really loosened on up in there. What I find I like to do is really just take my time with crinkling up, as you can see here. Crinkle, crunkle. What are we calling it? Crinkling it. Should we call it crinkling and scrunching? Prime your paper by scrunching. That's what I should be saying. Anyway, so you want to do this and you want to work out where any gaps in the tape are, because this is where your air is going to be let out really easily. Obviously, the more we have it taped up, the less holes we have in it, the better your paper squishy will be in terms of rising and stuff, because that's going to trap the air in and then turn it into the best squishy we can, okay? That is the aim of the game, all right? So just have a good play with your paper squishy, tape up any holes that you feel necessary. Sometimes you need to go back in and add loads and loads of tape, all right? It seems excessive, but it definitely is worth it. But anyway, once my donut was all fully taped up and I was happy with it, that was it basically. That's the end of it. You can then just squish to your heart's content because it's all protected by the tape. You can just fluff it on back out to get it back to its original shape and all as well. Sometimes paper squishies will rise back nicely. This isn't one where it rises back completely, but I am very happy with the feel of it, the kind of chewiness of it, the airiness of it, the crunch of it. I like it all. I like the fact that we've got that hole in the middle. I made so many donuts before where I've just like drawn the hole on. I don't know why I didn't think of doing it this way, but I think it's because I didn't realize that we had to prime the paper down so that it wouldn't be so stiff. I just found that after, you know, a couple of weeks that would naturally happen, and that's when they become the best. So definitely prime your paper people by scrunching it. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for today's one. I will be back again tomorrow for another one, so if you haven't already, please do subscribe. It really does help me out on the channel, and leave a comment if you have made it this far. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon for another video. Bye!